It's your boy the Insane Game Freak, and I'm back in the building because I'm feeling PC, and I can't see nothing because I'm feeling freaky. I'm back in the building. I'm back in the building. I'm back in the building. The game is on and they're getting on, and I'm about to lose my mind. Now I'm just rambling. Anyways. While I wait for people to show up onto this nice so Saturday, and I can't even run it back because I can't feel my mind today because I'm bleeding at my skull again. I'm bleeding at my skull again. I'm bleeding at my skull again, and I can't get the juice out of my brain. Can't get the juice out of my brain. I never tried to stream like in the midday of, well, not like YouTube stream anyway. If I had given myself a little bit more hype, then things would have been more interesting. But I didn't do that, so now I must suffer the consequences. It's a dire thing, it is. Dire straits, one might say. But it's okay, because if we do not experiment, we cannot achieve anything. And I am the man who will achieve it all. I will have it all. All the treasures in the world, all the diamonds and rings and jewelry. I will have the prettiest women. I will have the prettiest house. And I have the baddest bitch of a job. Imagine calling your job a bad bitch. That's like the craziest shit to me, dog. Tell my man, you ain't got no job like mine, bro. I got a 401k, dog. Hey man, I got PTO. You get PTO? What the fuck? Nah, man, ain't no contract job. Nah, bro, you don't know about them contract jobs, dog. Them contract jobs, they end and begin whenever you want them to, bro. That's any job, because if you leave it and you quit, that's on your terms, bro. But I can't get fired. You can get fired from a contract job, dog. You don't understand, bro. I make my own schedule, bro. That's because you work construction. Your back is going to be broken at some point in time. It's just up to you when it happens. But you still going to break your back. Nah, man. It helps build character. Nah, bro. It helps build trauma. Who you think is out here working these construction jobs, bro? Ain't the most upstanding citizens in the world. What, you got a problem with hard labor? You got something against our convicts? A little bit, because usually if they're convicts, that means they've stolen or murdered someone, and I don't like to play into those games. It sounds like you're on the wrong side of history, man. Are we gonna play that role? Yeah, man, we're gonna play that role. You out here disrespecting the culture, dog. You out here disrespecting people's willingness and willingness and generally happy disposition, man. You gotta think about the mentality it takes to rob somebody. To go into, especially broad daylight. Motherfuckers crazy to be robbing in broad daylight. I can never rob someone in broad daylight. Really? You can never see yourself robbing someone in broad daylight? Nah, bro. If I rob you in broad daylight, I feel like it's like against the code. The code of what? Theft? Yeah, man. If I rob you in the day, that means I don't care about nothing else but that means I'm desperate. So if you rob someone at night, you ain't as desperate as someone who robs. Man, if I'm robbing during the day, that means I need that money in the next 10 minutes, bruh. If I'm robbing you at night, that means I can at least sleep the next morning. You see, but you sleeping after already taking the hard-earned money of someone else. I don't know how that makes you a good person. Hey, bro, no one said nothing about being good, dog. I think you talking in philosophy and whatnot, and that's not what I'm about. Okay, so what's the point here? What's the premise? I'm just saying if I'm gonna rob somebody. Hey, what's up, Typesad? How are you doing, sir? Tell me how the string quality is and what it looks like. Because I have gotten new internets, and I am currently rocking the fiber. Now I just want to see how well the stream put out. I want to say this should be a higher quality stream. It should be outputting at like I don't think I can like 1080 or something. No, not 1080. Well, no, it should be either 1080 or 1440p. My XSplit says 1440p. I don't know what the YouTube Live says because you can't see those specifics. Well, can you? Hold on. Can you? No, it doesn't give me the. It doesn't give me the specifics of what the quality maxes out at on stream. For some reason, they added 144p. It's right now it's saying 360, which is not what I was going for. Maybe it doesn't tell you what quality it streams at while you're streaming, which I guess makes sense. Well, no, because you have to be able to watch the. Hold on. Maybe if I. Is there. Ooh, wait, hold on. If I pull it up on my YouTube account. Hold on 1 second. I'm just doing this. Plus, I owe you guys a stream. That was also the other part of this. Where is it? My channel. Let's see. Where's it got me at? Where's it got me at? Where's it got me at? Oh, that's right. On your phone, it just says higher quality, but it doesn't tell you like the specifics of what it's actually like putting out your video at. So unfortunately, I can't tell. Now it says 720. It's saying 720, but it doesn't help. Sorry, I got new internet, Retro. So I'm trying to see how well this new internet does for terms of streaming, because then I can maybe possibly stream at higher rates. I'm supposed to be streaming at 1440. You just woke up. Oh, that's right. Time difference. Retro, it wasn't intentional, okay? I didn't know what time you were getting up from work, bro. We were just... I just was trying to test my internets because I got this new internet and it's supposed to be fast as fuck, boy. I think this is probably the closest I'm gonna get to European internet, because European internet is fast as fuck from what I understand. So I'm trying to get on your level, but I'm trying to see how well this is coming out as far as the streams are concerned. So that's why I did the stream. Like the guy who hooked it up just left not too long ago. So I'm trying to see if it works, how well this works. So that's kind of the idea I'm going with. But yeah, I just want to see what's the highest quality that it lets you put my stream to. Like, does it give you, like, does it say 1080p? Does it have 720? I'm just trying to get a general idea, because unfortunately when I try to do this crap on YouTube, it's not giving me like the highest quality I could be at. Because even though my thing says one thing, I don't necessarily think the stream itself is doing what it's supposed to be doing. But now I can't tell, so it kind of sucks. 1080p 60? I wonder, Oh, maybe it's, oh, they're right. You have to change the... Oh, if it's right, I think the stream itself has to change its settings. So even though I'm streaming at 1440, that's not what YouTube is capturing. Maybe because YouTube has a lower rate. I can't change it now anyway. Well, it's fine. We're doing 1080p, whatever. I know my image quality is supposed to be at like... Oh, what is it, phone? Who is that? Oh, it's Satan. Satan's come to steal my soul, ladies and gentlemen. They've come to take my soul away from me. Well, if anything, the visual quality might look better. I'm not 100% sure now, because now I'm like... If YouTube still has like a streaming... I'm everywhere. What are you, fucking Batman? I feel like Batman visually. I feel like Retro is a fan of Lobo. If you're not a fan of Lobo, I would be fucking shocked, sir. But I'm going to take the guess and say you're a fan of Lobo. Because if you're not a fan of Lobo, there's something wrong with this world. So since it's been past half an hour yesterday, I got a free stream delivered. No. I mean, you don't pay for these anyway, Ryan. What the fuck you think this is, Domino's? No. You don't pay for them anyway. You're the type of dude, I go to your house and deliver that bitch, and you would intentionally put like traps and shit in front of your house to make sure that I couldn't get to your door by the designated time. So by the time I got to your door, I'd be like a minute off, or like... You also the motherfucker that would like count seconds. It'd be like, if you don't get it in there in 30 minutes or less, and I would get there at like 30 minutes and like 2 seconds, you would penalize me and be like, you said 30 minutes or less. This looks like 30 minutes and 2 seconds. It seems like you fucked up. Like, you that guy. You know, Ryan, I'm gonna let you know, no one likes that guy. No one likes the guy who's like, oh, well, you seem to be about 10, 15 seconds over, man. I guess the pizza's free. Which I'm curious if they have in fine print. Like, you the motherfucker make them change that policy. Like, 30 minutes within, like, the whole seconds. As long as it's at 31. I like that guy. You don't like that guy, Ryan. You don't like that guy, Retro. That guy's an ass. The only way you like that guy is if that guy is getting you pizza. Then you like that guy. If you don't like that, and also, let's be real here. The funny thing is, these are the same, like, considering America's economy, I won't say it's everyone's, but I'll say America's economy, these fuckers need tips, right? So imagine doing this to get the free pizza, and then you also be the dude who wouldn't tip, which is a wild thing to do, by the way. To put someone through all that and then not tip, I'd be so pissed, bro. Like, bro, did this man not tip? He already got the pizza free. Did you tell me you couldn't tip? What the fuck are we living in? A communist society all of a sudden? We can't tip, motherfuckers? It's crazy. Absolutely insane. Now, we can live without tip. Bruh, well, good for you. Hard to say no to free food, especially pizza. Well, it depends on the pizza. You can't. Not all pizzas are created equal. I mean, realistically, there are some frozen pizzas that taste better than, like, main store pizzas. It all kind of hinges on what you're willing to take the time and money to invest in. Like, DiGiorno, I think, literally can rival some of the, like, out of curiosity, how many of you guys have had Pizza Hut in the last, I don't know, like, month? How many of you guys have had pizza in the last month? Because realistically, for what I remember, Pizza Hut has not been on the greatest, like, quality control terms from what I remember. But I could be wrong, so if someone can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just curious. Let me be real with you. One of the reasons why I also wasn't tripping about streaming last night was not only the internet thing, but also there wasn't a lot of gaming news to discuss. Unless we're about to sit here and have a conversation, I'm only on that Costco pizza. I've heard good things about Costco's pizza, but I don't have a Costco's, like, membership and or account. So, like, that's kind of a problem. Last Pizza Hut is maybe like 20 years ago. 20 years ago? What about Little Caesars? Little Caesars is good. It's good enough in a lot of ways. And it's been, to me lately, it's been slightly above average because Little Caesars, I think pizza wise is pretty good. Like, it used to taste worse. It doesn't even taste as much. I didn't realize this. They've announced that Grand Theft Auto 6 launches next year, the end of next year. Which I guess is fine. You still gotta wait until, like, almost at the end of next year. I'll just say the latter half of next year. Which means you still have to wait until what? For essentially another year and a half, potentially. Or another year at least. The PS5 shipments are at 59 million. Once again, no one likes to talk about the shipments because that doesn't tell me what the sales are. That tells me the sales are somewhere between 50 and 59. Actually, I know they're not 59 because if they were 59 million, then you would just say it sold 59 million. So it's probably at the highest it could be is like probably 58 or something. So the PS5 has moved what? Potentially 9 million units in the last quarter, I think. Sony Entertainment. Oh yeah, we have the new CEOs, and then the Helldivers hitting over. Then there's the talk of Call of Duty hitting Game Pass. The new Call of Duty hitting Game Pass this fall, which I just thought about. Does that Switch thing kicked in this year? Like, remember that whole thing about how they said all the Call of Duties moving forward would be on Switch for like the next, I think it's the next 10 years or the next 10 Call of Duties. I don't remember the specifics. But my question is, does that mean this year's Call of Duty is going to be on the Switch? I'm just curious because that's in kind of like a wild situation if that is indeed the case. Let me see. Side games, Grand Theft Fantasy, the Quintuplets game. Next iteration of one of 2K's biggest and most beloved franchises to be announced at the Summer Games Show Fest. I don't know if I really believe that, 2K. Because 2K says a lot of things that aren't true. Ew, that statement sounded gross. Which way? Wait a minute. Which statement, dog? Just chill out, bro. Y'all be out here tripping hard. I wonder if did they post sales for Stellar Blade yet or no? Pocket River, EA Sports. Activision established Warsaw-based Elsewhere Entertainment to develop narrative-based AAA franchises. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm gonna say cautious on that because you gotta see things before you start making statements. You're getting excited. COD on Switch. How's that disgusting? I think it's only disgusting because you've been so used to them not doing it. I'm glad we're finally getting the quintessential quintuplets games on the West. I'm surprised it's even coming to the West. Because realistically, it's not like people are like, man, that's going to sell gangbusters. I don't think anyone was saying that. So I'm surprised they're even investing in that. I'm not mad, but, I'm just a little surprised. Let's see. I probably need to mute fucking Messenger or else I'm going to be dinging all day. And we can't have that. I actually was tempted to do a Persona 3 reload stream early. But I thought maybe that wasn't the smartest thing to do. Oh my god, what? We can't mute shit? What the fuck is going on? Sorry, I'm trying to mute. For the love of God. There we go. Jesus Christ. Sorry. I got distracted. What is by the way, what's up with the Assassin's Creed thing? What was the whole big thing with that? I heard it had something to do with black people. I don't know if that's actually true. I could be just talking to my ass. I absolutely could be talking to my ass. Maybe I should shut up. What's up? Boom! Here comes the boom! I keep telling myself I'm gonna get a fucking audio clip for it, and then I realize like I had to get rid of something. And I like all my other audios a lot, like, and then
killing you dead.
And then some of those audios are too good. It's hard to let go of any of those audios. But I probably need to at some point. Game Pass ads, Hellblade 2, we knew it was coming. Yeah, there's just not a lot. There's not a lot of like news. I'm kind of just scrolling just to see. That's probably the reason why I wasn't like in a huge rush to do some. Square Enix announces the new medium-term business plan. Square Enix reboots and awakens 3 years of foundation laying long-term growth. Okay. Does that mean you're gonna fucking make better games? I always hate doing that. That's not really fair. Sega considering Persona 5 X the Phantom Phase expansion in Japan. Oh, the mobile game? Why not? I don't understand what's the issue with an IP that's already established and then being like, well, I don't know if I'm going to release a spin-off in the West. Why? Do you think it's not going to make money? Did the first game make money in the States? Yeah. I also saw like recently on Twitter there was like a Persona poll of the girls. And then, of course, like all the P5. I think Makoto's at the top of that poll. I think it was for 2022. Hold on. The game has black people, and it's supposed to be based in Japan. So here's the issue. It's because I know what the two arguments are going to be. One, that's not historically accurate, and then two, it's a video game. Those are the two arguments. It's historically inaccurate. Because didn't this happen with Call of Duty like a while ago, like some games ago, where Call of Duty had like women and then like people of color, and like a portion of history where they wouldn't even been allowed to fight, and people were like, "This is historically inaccurate," but of course everyone was like, "No, you just sound like a racist." So it was kind of like lose anyway. I feel like it's just that situation coming up again. Because are you right? Are you technically right? It's historically inaccurate. Yeah, but like reality, no one gives a shit. Because we play video games for all sorts of things, and let's be real here. Almost every video game, even based in reality, is still a fantasy. It may not be the fantasy, it may not be the Final Fantasy, but yeah, it was Battlefield 5. There we go, type say. That's exactly what I was thinking of. So it's like, yeah, it's a fantasy, but people are gonna be like, oh, you're just racist because you don't like the idea of black people being in different mediums. I'm like, yeah, sure, let's just go with that. I think that might be easier. I have a bedspread in the washer right now, so at some point I'm gonna leave and go put that in the dryer. But just letting you know, based on real life African samurai. Is it actually based on that? Or you just playing with me because I can't tell at this point. I'm very concerned. I'm being gaslit. I don't like being in that position. You're talking about this poll. Hold on, let me see. Probably so. Let's see. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. This poll has Makoto, then Kasumi, then Futaba, then Chie, then Naoto, then Rise, then P3 protagonist, then Anne, then Haru. And then if you go on the other side of girls, you got Mitsuru, which I think is absurdly low for Mitsuru. Yukiko, Yukari, Fuka, Maya. This must be from the first or second game. Eriko, that's definitely the first and second game. Lisa, Yukino, Maki, Ulala, Yuka, Metis. Metis being the only character in that latter list I recognize. Hey, my girl Chie is top 4. Let's go. Yeah, I forget those other girls were Persona 2 and Persona 1 characters. I don't understand. It's not that I don't understand. I don't think people understand. I think people like the idea of Makoto more than they like Makoto. Like, I'm gonna just be real with you. I think people, and to be fair, because I like the idea of Makoto, like the cute, like nice, sweet, studious girl, kind of a teacher's pet, but she really has like a real bad like temper, and she's kind of a badass because of her persona, like her persona self, or her Phantom Thief self. The problem is that like that character doesn't exist the way y'all want her to exist. I think that would have made the characters more dynamic is if they went into like more of their like villainous or like evil tendencies as the Phantom Thieves, whereas all we really get is just people cosplaying as superheroes but like not committing. Which actually, like, give me an example. I think in the All Out Attack animation, Skull's animation is him smiling, but he has jagged teeth. But he doesn't have jagged teeth in like the actual series. It's only in that animation. I think the idea of Skull being a lot more like crazy and reckless and kind of playing into that is a lot cooler than what the reality is, which is just Ryuji putting on a fucking skull mask and being like, "Let's get him, Jack!" Like, it's, and like it's just not the same. Now Sumeria, that's the other thing I find interesting. Yeah, I just realized Sumeria is not on here at all. Oh no, she is. I'm lying. I keep forgetting. See, because I haven't played Royal, my perspective of her is a little unfair. I'm fine with Fuka being that high. I don't think Makoto needs to be that high. I'm surprised how light Chie is. Although to me, it's almost like you gotta put Chie with Yosuke because that's like the best interaction. I'm fine with Haru being on that high. I'm fine with Aigis being that high. I haven't played P3P, so I don't know as much as about the P3P protagonist. I love Rise and I love Naoto, so that's not really an argument. Anne needs to get the fuck off this list. The only two characters I think I would just outright remove is probably Anne and Makoto. I'm fine with Haru being on this. I'm fine with Futaba. Anne and Makoto need to get the fuck off the list. So Terrell, which series is better? Shin Megami Tensei, Persona, or Soul Hackers? Well, one, I have not beaten a Shin Megami Tensei game. Two, and I haven't played a Soul Hackers game. So like you can't ask me a question where it's literally like an unfair situation because I have no experience with the other two. Persona 6 win. We'll probably get Persona 6 probably in the next year or two. Atlas has been fucking around with different IPs and doing other things. I mean, you got your essential expansion of Shin Megami SMT5 coming. And then you got a new IP coming. Like, P6 is kind of probably another year or two out. Mainly just to give those two games time to breathe. Bro, she is the top favorite in Japan. Trust me. She is extremely loved. It's insane. I actually am a little surprised she is as loved as she is. She's fun, but I didn't realize she was as liked as she was. I am glad to see Nato this high, though. I wonder if this has got to be based off the, this is based off the, no, this is based off the Japanese survey. Huh. Yeah, Makoto, I think people, like I said, I think people like the idea of Makoto than actually liking Makoto. But yeah, for those who want to just ask me general questions or whatever, we can go through that. Because like I said, like news-wise, there's not like a lot going on. We're just kind of shooting the shit. You join the Gigabit Army, essentially Chidori. So to give context, I probably haven't explained this properly. So what happened is that the internet I had before was traditional. You get through a cable provider, right? Comcast, Time Warner, that kind of stuff. Oh, they offer fucking 100 gigabits. Well, with that, I mean, 1,000. They offer 1 gig, right? 1 gig. I don't know why I said. What I meant to say, I should have said 1,000 megabytes. That's what I should have said. But that's besides the point. The point is, they offer like 1,000 megabytes or 1 gigabit, right? But we all know what that actually is. It's like that's like 1,000 download, but like maybe like 10, 20, 50, maybe 100 upload. And the problem with that is that shit sucks. Like, if we're just going to be real about it, it kind of sucks when you're doing streaming, right? If I'm streaming, I don't want it to be like that because I think that's what's gotten me screwed in streaming in other situations, that I can only hit a certain level. And then the quality is not as good because Twitch and YouTube throttle how much you can get access to, right? So in that context, it's like, well, fuck it. If I'm in the online like space and I want to upload and create content, having a bigger variety of a pool of data to use would be preferred. And so I looked around and said, who offers fiber in the area? And for me, the only person who offers it here in the state, at least in Georgia, is AT&T. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to tell you my experience. AT&T for a long time was never considered good. Like good quality stuff. Like the AT&T just was not considered good. So in acknowledging that AT&T was never considered good quality for a long time, my rule of thumb was to stay away from AT&T in any service whatsoever. The only thing I think people are most fine with getting from them is like a phone service and mainly a landline service. That's how old my thought process was of AT&T. But as I'm looking around, because Verizon also offers fiber, but doesn't offer it down here. They offer it like in the north. Because I think TSS has it and he's in like New York, right? And I was like, well, fuck, I want to try fiber. We're going to see how this experience goes. And then I finally realized AT&T offered that. So you know what? Fuck it. They got deals going on. I might as well try to get gigabit internet. So I went for the same speed I had before, except the advantage of gigabit is that your upload matches your download. So when I get like 1,000 megabytes down, I get 1,000 megabytes up. Like they're tied together. And I said, you know what? Screw it. Also, the price difference for me was like $5. It's like a $5 difference between like AT&T and what I was currently paying. So I went from like 75 to 80. And considering the upload is matching the download, I'm not really tripping on that. I'm feeling pretty good. Also, their little modem gateway thing that they provide you with also doubles as a router. I keep forgetting. So I'm the kind of guy, because if you know anything about me or know anything about the getting online internet or whatever, you know that like if you don't bring your own modem and router, you will pay them to have it, essentially. So like Comcast will charge you extra for renting their router and modem. People don't even realize this. They're just kind of like, oh, I don't see what the big deal is. No, yeah, it's like an extra $5 to $10 you're spending just on their new modem and router. And although it works, if you're a person who's trying to save money, and this is on some cheap poor man shit, like, but still, if you're trying to save money, this is what you're gonna do. Like, you're gonna spend extra money. So I'm so used to like buying my own router and having my own modem, which could have been some of the problems I was having internet. Because I'll be real with you, they obviously want you to rent from them. Otherwise, they wouldn't even give you it to you as an option. They want you to rent from them, and part of me sometimes thinks that they go out of their way to like throttle or fuck up your connection because you don't rent from them, hoping that you'll eventually rent from them. But the long story short is he came out today. He installed it. I've never seen fiber installed in anybody's house. It's a very interesting process. He essentially had to install like 2 extra like boxes. You know how every house has like a cable box that has all the cable connections for like for like Comcast and whatnot if you're watching TV. Well, because it's fiber, he had to install 2 new boxes. One that goes from like the phone line or the pole up in the Mars are up. I know a lot of people's lines are like underground, which usually means that you're in an area where if they weren't underground, they'd be prone to getting destroyed often. But in Georgia, we don't have enough crazy weather for that. The point is, I got the line going from there to the first box, and then there's the first box going to the side of my house to the second box, and the second box is going all the way around my house to get to the little drop over here that he drilled a hole in my wall, and now that has a line. So I now have a fiber line back here, which is pretty cool. I like that. Which is connecting to their modem, which I haven't even connected my router to it yet. I mainly wanted to do a test stream to see like how good just this, like with this being the only other thing that's connected to the router right now is my phone, because I still haven't canceled the other internet, so I can do that. So I still got Wi-Fi in the house. I'm just not doing it right now. But yeah. So currently I have gigabit internet, and I'm going to test this for probably another 2 or 3 days. I'm going to try to stream tonight's stream, and then I might do another stream tomorrow just to see how it goes. Are you going to get the Princess Peach Showtime game? I thought about it. I'll be real with you. I feel like I don't think I've played any 2024 game except for P3 Reload and I guess Penny. I think those would be the only 2. Penny's Big Break. I think those are like the 2 games I've played. I haven't really played anything major, partially because for some of the other games I don't own the console, and 2, I just haven't really bought anything. Not that I can, I just haven't. The Peach game is one of those like I wouldn't mind playing it, I just haven't. Like I'm gonna just be real, I just haven't. Like I imagine if Gimme Year comes around, it's almost June. I haven't touched really anything major this year. Yeah. Also, because Switch's main games have been remakes. The only thing I think I might pick up is probably the Paper Mario Paper Mario remake, which comes out, is it next week? I think it's next week is when Paper Mario comes out. Hey man, it's time to play your backlog. Oh god, don't talk about my backlog, bro. You're right, the backlog probably doesn't need to be addressed. Terrell, what are your thoughts on AT&T competitors like Sprint, T-Mobile, Metro, etc.? So to give context, Lightning, my only experience with like their competitors is when I was younger, when I was in high school and I got my first phone, I got T-Mobile. Me and my mom and my sister were on a family plan. T-Mobile was fine. I didn't really have any issues with it. And then when I needed to spend less money, I switched to Metro, which essentially Metro is just T-Mobile's towers, but less. Like, Metro is owned by T-Mobile, so you're still on T-Mobile stuff. You're just not can directly connect to T-Mobile. The problem is that being on like a sub of a network, if you're someone who likes to do a lot of shit, you although you get an okay service, you don't get a great service. And just to give fun fact, for someone like me who works in the school system, a lot of these old school buildings were not built with phones or any wireless devices in mind, and it becomes clearly and painfully apparent because every time I get on the phone in a school, that bitch drops out within the first couple minutes. The other reason is because school Wi-Fi isn't like traditional Wi-Fi in the sense that like you can't just get on any site. Of course, they're blocking sites for kids. So unfortunately, that means that the school Wi-Fi is more restrictive than getting on like Wi-Fi at your house or your friend's house or even at a fucking hotel, realistically. So as that being a result, it's not great. And then the only other place I've had after Metro was Verizon. So I've never touched Sprint. I've never had Sprint. As far as Verizon is concerned, I like Verizon. I've been with Verizon for a while now. Verizon's biggest boost for me, because of course when I got AT&T's internet, of course a lady came in here earlier talking about, You know, you could bundle it with your phone service and get a discount, which is actually a really good deal. You know what the problem is? You would then have to pay for anything you pay as a bundle, like out of your pocket. So, for example, Verizon gives you that Disney Plus bundle. It also gives you, well, it doesn't give you Paramount Plus, but you can get Paramount Plus with another bundle if you want. The point is that if because of that situation, it's just better. Verizon's biggest boost is the fact that you can do bundles. Like, I'm gonna just be real with you. Bundling with Verizon with the whole entertainment, because they have another one for like HBO and Showtime. Well, HBO Max, I think. So in some cases, it's just better to do that. I'm waiting for someone to put Crunchyroll on their thing, and I can bundle that with something else. I actually was tempted to get the Walmart little subscription thing they have because they have like a bundling package. They have literally, where's my Cricket game at? Hey, listen, Cricket to me is in the same tier as Metro, where like you exist and you're cheap, but like your service is somewhat limited because it's cheap and it's small. So that's where I'm at with that stuff. I mean, if you're trying to save money, I know more power to you, realistically. So I haven't been in much in these streams where I've been working a lot more and hoping you still have fun with future streams. Well, that's fine. Focus on your finances. Focus on yourself. These streams are meant to be a form of entertainment. You don't even gotta watch this stuff, okay? It's not a requirement. It's one of those, hey, do you like this stuff or do you want to be entertained for X amount of time, for X amount of hours? That's cool. That's why I say the same thing with donations and like stuff like that. None of you ain't got to do anything. All that stuff is because you want to or because you are interested in doing so. But you're not forced to do any of it. You're not required to do any of it. It's literally all if you want to. And that's fine. That's perfectly fine. I don't really get angry or judge people for that. Just working yourself, because realistically, you can't build a community if all you fuckers are dead or tired or whatever. So focus, like the same thing with Orion. When Orion wasn't around because he was getting educated and getting his stuff together, and then he achieved his goal, and now he's popping back in streams telling me to check my backlog out. Like I want to do that. Spoiler alert, I don't want to do that. I don't. On top of that, I need to go get my own certifications, bro. Self-improvement is a motherfucker, bro, because it's always going to be hard. It's always going to be hard. It's always going to be a struggle. Imagining yourself, and it's one of the things I came to a conclusion. I was talking the other. Wait, did they finish? Oh, okay. Give me 1 second, guys. Apparently the washer finished. I thought I was going to do like a crazy spin cycle, and it didn't do it. I'm a little surprised. We have to go through our arcs, and now it's filler for now. Of course. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Let me know if the string quality dips or anything. Like I said, this is mainly a test because I am running at a high bit rate. I don't even know if this visually looks better because it's just me. I think this would probably be a better test for a game stream when I do that tonight on Twitch. But I just want to see what you guys are like seeing. How is it for you guys? All that other fun stuff. But I'll be right back. I gotta go put my clothes in the washer real quick. And my knees hurt. No. Oh, my knee. Not my tiny knee. Alright. All that talk and rambling out the way. I hate that my fucking my washer made me fight to get that damn bedspread. Washing bedspreads is always gonna be a pain in the ass, by the way. Respectfully. Who the hell is that? Is that like a real thing I had to go through? No. I'm just gonna mark that off. Yeah, I'm gonna mark that off. Okay, cool. But yeah. I hate going for that. That was trash. That bedspread was wet and shit, and I'm like, man, why won't you come out of the washer? It's crazy. Nah, what was I talking about though? Self-improvement. Just self-improvement in general. What's up, Press Forward? Hope you're doing well, sir. Just in general though, like even talking about like self-improvement and being better and just focusing on yourself and working on like striving for better development as a human being. One thing I don't think I was ever told, or maybe I didn't understand until I got older, is that self-improvement in any type of thing you want to do, any major accomplishment and goal you want to have in life is based around you being uncomfortable with the situation. Like for example, I'm the kind of guy, I'm overweight, but I like to wear baggy clothes. I never understood why people are out here wearing these tight ass shirts and jeans and shit when I know this crap isn't No, I wasn't washing my drawers. I was washing just a bed sheet. It was like a bed. It was a big ass bed sheet. But no, I never understood why people wear all these tight ass clothes. Well, I'm like, well, because tight ass clothes, although are more uncomfortable to wear, look better. It's like it's all about aesthetics. It's all about like presenting yourself a certain way. Like, is it comfortable? No. And that's why I hate it. My thought process has always been that I buy things to be comfortable in. But if you don't do that, then your struggle becomes you don't look as good and you can attract the kind of people you want to be around. So because of that, now you have to struggle. I don't need no tight ass clothes running up my crotch. Retro, you fall into the goth aesthetic or like goth or punk. And none of y'all wear clothes that are comfortable, okay? Y'all all wear clothes that are either inconvenient or uncomfortable. It's usually one or the other, and in most cases, it's both. I think it's probably more inconvenient than it is comfortable. Like, y'all could be wearing comfortable jeans and have all these fucking chains and shit off of them, and you be like, bruh, how are y'all sitting down? Watch y'all clothes catch on some sort of rug and shit. I'd be so pissed. No lies detected. Skinny jeans and tight jeans are uncomfortable. Exactly, but see, women would find those visibly more appealing than, like, you wearing some cargo. I understand this hate, by the way. I understand the hate with cargo pants. Like, when the fuck did cargo pants become this thing where it was like, nah, bruh, you out here, what you got all those pockets for? To hold my shit. Why is this the problem? Like, I think that's what makes me mad about it. Why is me wearing cargo pants the problem in this situation? I can't just enjoy my cargo pants? Christ almighty, dog. That is ridiculous. Cargo pants are my main pants. See, that's what I'm talking about. Hold on. This is dumb. I'm gonna just prove a point here. Cause I stopped wearing jeans for a while because of this. All right, look. Look at all these motherfucking pants, bro. Look at all these pockets, bro. You got a pocket here, you got a pocket here. You got your pockets on the side, and then I believe you also have back pockets. Yeah, your back pockets. I don't really use my back pockets much, but they're here. This shit is convenient. Now, some of you might ask, what do I put in these pant pockets? For me personally, I'm IT. So what that means is I'm IT and I also have eczema. So I tend to do a couple of fucking things, right? I tend to put my wallet, which by the way, get these like the thin wallets. We ain't doing no bulky fucking wallets anymore. But I put my wallet, my keys, my phone, and then I also have a work phone, so that also goes to my other phone. I didn't know you had asthma, Retro, huh? I learn something new every day. And then I have eczema. A lot of people make jokes about why I have so much like Lubriderm and like these big ass balls of lotion with me. You know why I do that? because I have eczema. I have eczema. It's not as bad. Ironically enough, I found out my nephew also has eczema, although I think his is a little bit worse than mine. But I have eczema is a bitch. I want y'all to understand something. It's funny. I think because my hands are wet, it's making me feel this way. So, fun thing here. When I was a kid, I didn't understand how the eczema is what was making my hands so dry. And I don't know about you guys, but anyone who has eczema can tell you the feeling of dry hands, it's absolutely infuriating. Like having your hands sit here being dry as fuck sucks. So I'm gonna tell you something disgusting I used to do as a kid until I started bringing lotion with me. I didn't start bringing lotion with me until like high school. But when I was in middle school, I'm just sitting here with these dry ass hands in a class. It's also the reason why, as a kid, I didn't wash my hands as much. Ironically enough, I think the reason I had to like relearn to wash my hands consistently. You wanna know why? Because every time I wash my hands would get dry, and then they'd be crusty, and it would drive me nuts. And then I'd be like, how do I stop this? It's literally irritating the shit out of my skin and my hands, and I can't write, and I can't focus on the class. I could do it. So the disgusting thing I did is I used to either spit in my hands or lick my hands and then do this. I used to be like, and then I do this with my hands and rub it. And some of you are going to obviously be like, oh, you rub spit on your hands and shit. Yes, you know why? Because I couldn't stand not having just dry hands. Here's the other fun fact. Now, if any of you are black or know this, you know that cocoa butter is something a lot of black women carry on them. I hate cocoa butter. I hate cocoa butter with a passion because it doesn't fucking work for me. It feels uncomfortable as shit. It's also the other reason why I started bringing Lubriderm with me. Because even if people had lotion on them, even if people had lotion on them, it was always that cocoa butter shit. Cocoa butter sucks. You will never convince me of anything different. I've had to put cocoa butter on me on so many occasions. You know what cocoa butter is for me? Cocoa butter is like dry ass lotion. Vaseline is a little bit better than cocoa butter because I don't like the smell of cocoa butter either. But like Vaseline's only a little bit better. But the problem is, as a kid, I didn't know that. So what I used to do is cocoa butter clogs pores. When you couldn't, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised with that, but it drives me nuts. So that's why I started bringing Lubriderm with me. Eczema is a bitch, and obviously you can't keep spitting in your hands to get lubricated. But like dry skin for me drove me nuts. I would literally, at some points, I was biting my hands. I remember this as a kid. I'd be sitting there writing something down with my pencil, which is a rare thing. It's funny now, working in the school system, you realize how many kids don't know how to write their name properly, or write their name in cursive for that matter. So what they used to do, but when we had to write our names, and we had to take notes and stuff, the pencil by itself would start irritating this part of my hand. Like this part right here, because it lays right here when you're writing. It would irritate me to the point where I would drop the pencil and be like, and start biting that area because it was driving me nuts. I cannot stand irritated skin. So now if you ask me what's in my cargo pants, there's probably a bottle of Lubriderm somewhere. Some of you think, oh, bro, how much Lubriderm do you have? Dog, nobody is wearing tight ass pants, oversized, baggy pants are in the style that do fit body type have. You try shea butter? I have not tried shea butter because Lubriderm has been my go-to. Yeah, being ashy is different. Ashy just means you are roughing the fuck out of your hands, okay? Dry skin is that even on like eventually over time during the day, your skin gets dry and it starts irritating you. Which is why I carry the lotion on me. If I don't have my lotion on me, I know I'm gonna lose my shit in a couple hours. I'm gonna just be real about it. And like I was saying before, for those of you who may have just come in for it, when I was younger, I didn't bring lotion with me until I got into like almost high school. For years, I would actively avoid washing my hands. I had a bad habit of not washing my hands, and it took me years to relearn the habit of washing my hands. Because if I wash my hands would get dry. Then I'd be sitting in class with dry hands trying to write shit, and it would drive me crazy. And me not bringing lotion with me at the time, I just started spitting in my hands or licking my hands or doing something. Some days I would take the L and take the cocoa butter, but cocoa butter sucks, and I never want to use that shit again, so I don't use it. Now Lubriderm helps me, and I always carry one of these. And I have an absurd amount of bottles. Not this kind of, it's not this big. It's like the more traditional bottle. But Lubriderm is also fucking expensive. So, you know, that's a thing I'm not a big fan of. But, you know, everything in this world costs money. It's crazy. But yeah, like, I felt like I went all over the place with this one. But yeah, like I was trying to get back to, and my original point is that the things you want to achieve in life are based in uncomfortability. Like, unfortunately, if you want to get a job and you want to network, it means you have to talk to people you don't care to talk to. You're only talking to them to build connections to potentially get yourself, wash your hands for like 20, 30 seconds. That doesn't help because I still got to put soap in them bitches. Cocoa butter is great for radiant skin. It just feels weird to wear. Huh. Hey, they can keep it. I got my Lubriderm. I'm Gucci. They can keep that. But the point I'm making is that, like, whoops. Let me go put this back on the hanger. I made the point when I get back. Ooh, Jesus. Anyhow, what I was saying before though was the point is that you have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. You unfortunately anything you want to achieve is going to put you in an uncomfortable situation, and you're never going to like it. You'll be okay with it. You might tolerate it, but you'll never just like being uncomfortable. Hence why you got to be uncomfortable. Always put you in awkward situations. Even the job I have, I'm always in awkward situations. Because regardless of how much I talk on here and yell and do all the goofy shit that I do, I'm not as talkative to like normal people. Mainly because I find it annoying to go through the process of being like, of trying to hide normality. So what I tend to do is I just tend to like not engage with people. Which isn't really healthy, mind you. It creates this isolation. It's like self-isolation. And you can't form connections, and people lose their social skills because of that. And then they become angry and spiteful and jaded because they think the world has screwed them over. Not recognizing, though, there might be some truth to that conversation. They are also causing it by actively withdrawing themselves. It's probably social anxiety. I wouldn't calling myself shy would imply that like I'm nervous around people. It's not that I'm in social anxiety is just the anxiety that is felt engaging in a situation I wasn't even trying to be in the first place. I like my job, but I hate dealing with people. But I got to deal with people for the comfortable job. Exactly. You always to get the things you want. You are always going to do things you don't want to do or don't care to do. The question is how much are you willing to compromise to accomplish those goals? Like, are the pros of having a job like this more than the uncomfortable, are better than the outweigh the uncomfortability you have to deal with to get to that position? It's like a check and balance, a trade off. Also, hey Navy, I feel like I didn't say hey Navy or DMC and Toshi, DMC and Tosh, DMC into Tosh in. I'm gonna just say DMC. Shyness is a personality trait. Social anxiety is a mental disorder. Nah, then I have a mental disorder. It's funny. I could have took the easy way out on that one and be like, I'm just shy. You know, girls scare me, so I won't say women. I won't go that far. I won't say that women scare me. I think thanks to the internet, it's very easy to hate women nowadays, though. I'll say that. And some people say, what about men? I'm like, that's probably true for women talking about men as well. Like, it is so easy to hate the other gender or hate someone else because of social media. Because social media, for whatever reason, loves to show the absolute worst. Comment from Canada. You stream early, LOL, that's okay. I came all the way to say to say to see you guys Tuesday, of course. Hope you're enjoying yourself in Canada, Donnie. And once again, happy birthday. I know I told you on your birthday. I'm going to tell you it again. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy motherfucking birthday. Almost had a moment. Almost had a motherfucking moment. Let me chill out. But yeah, happy birthday once again. Who posted something in the Waifu Wars? Is that... Oh. I don't approve of... I approve of some of these girls, not all these girls. Oh, okay. We're getting... I don't know where you're from. You look familiar, but I don't know where you're from. That's Fire Emblem. I like that. That's your... Lightning posted a lot. Jesus Christ, man. Damn. Okay, we're good. Yeah, I don't like interacting with strangers at work. I don't think people like interacting with strangers in general. Half of the interactions we do is because we need to do them, or we're forced to do them, not because we want to do them. Luckily, working customer service, the one thing I will say customer service helps is build people skills, or build the ability to fake interaction. Even if you're not generally invested in these people, you will become good enough to lie about it in a way that's convincing. Which is still kind of a crazy thing for me to say, but you get the point. Like, I've become good at lying to you about whether or not I actually care about your plight or struggles as a human being. Is that rude? Absolutely. Do I do it anyway? Absolutely. It's so bad. It's so bad, bro. But it is what it is. It is what it is, yeah. Oh, what's up? What it is, ho? Sorry, I'm gonna stop. I'm rambling low key. That's kind of what I do here for those who don't know. Literally me at the hotel. Man, the summer about to be litty though. I'm about to be on here. Be at work with the Switch out, playing nothing but remakes and remasters. Can't fucking wait. I also think I missed the new chapters of manga yesterday because I don't remember reading anything. Coworkers get annoying when they talk on the phone out loud. It's annoying too. I don't think you can really avoid that the way people want to avoid that. But I get your point. I get the point you're trying to make. What the fuck? Oh. Yeah, I can't. Damn it. No. That's right. I wait until tomorrow I'll just wait until tomorrow to read it legally. Imagine having like legal access to like manga and still choosing the illegal route. It's crazy. Why do people say remakes and remasters are like that are bad? It's not that remasters and remakes are bad, Mel. It's more so we've gotten to the point where like you're kind of burnt out. Fortunately, I'm alone at work. The main reason why I love it. You see, exactly. People got to enjoy that solitude, which is funny because humans are social creatures. Coworkers who listen to something without headphones are unhinged. Hey, it depends on your situation. If you don't bring headphones and you still want to watch the video, that's what happens. Or what I'll do is I'll try to shut myself off in a different room. Report them? Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. It's gonna be, hey, John's on the fucking phone again. What's John doing? He's watching YouTube videos. Is he on his break? Are you on your break, John? He says he's on his break. Oh, he's on his break. Are you on your break? No. So who's in trouble? Me. Damn it. Woo, Jesus in Christ, Lord Almighty. How are thee? Hope thee are doing well. Anyways, sorry, I've rambled a lot, dude. My insanity is at an all-time high because it's the way I live my life. Hey, I be chasing that paper. Don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me. I have the paper in my hands. I don't know what it's for, but I know it's dangerous, and that's all that matters. Oh, goodness gracious. I'm glad to see the stream has been pretty consistent with the new internet, which is good. I haven't seen any crazy drops or anything. Have you guys noticed any like drop frames or anything with the streams so far? Just trying to get some context here. I just want to see where everyone's at with it, because if not, I'm glad. I just want to make sure, because I'll be using this new AT&T service going into the Twitch stream tonight. My former coworker would talk during work, then stay silent on their phones during work break. Listen, all right, here's my question. Would you rather be around someone who's talking loudly around you, or next to somebody in awkward silence? Which bothers you more, the talking or the silence? Because I think in reality, the silence is probably preferred for me personally. But I know a lot of people who would prefer the awkward, like, talking. I'd rather have someone who doesn't talk at all. See, okay, all right, see, all right. That's where I'm at with it too. I kind of prefer the silence. Quietness, like the quietness is very chill. Talking bothers me more from people I don't want to be around. Of course, I hate when I hear worthless small talking. Small talking is how you get into the interaction, though. Motherfuckers be like, I hate small talk. I'm like, yeah. But then I gotta ask you a left field question, and you're like, why'd you say that? I'm like, because you told me you hate small talk. What did you want from me? If I can't small talk with you, my only option is then to create some sort of chaos and hope that you bite onto the chaos. It sounds like those people who prefer working in person because they get to have a social life. Coworkers shouldn't be your social life. Oh, absolutely not. But it's hard because you spend like 40 hours a week in the work environment. So it's kind of like it becomes a part of your social life. Also, as we've been told repeatedly, we can't afford anything. So it's not like motherfuckers are going out because, you know, they can't afford it. So what do you do? 20 points for those who get the reference. I think coworkers can be friends. Oh, they can, but it's like a gradual thing. Like, it's someone you talk to that you're cool with. But like, my question is, are those coworkers your real friends, or are those just friends at work? Because there's a difference. There's a difference between being like, man, I think Blandrew's cool, to like, me and Blandrew about to go out and hit some bars, bro. Like, those are two different types of energies. And then on top of that, there's also the energy of like, me and Blandrew just talked about life, bro. We just want to discuss our problems and try to work through our way through them, and essentially group therapy. And it's like, those are all different tiers of friendship. I think motherfuckers also use the word friendship too chill now. Like, bro, it's an acquaintance. We're acquaintances. If we're at work, we're an acquaintance. We don't become friends for a while. We might even become work friends, but that's about it. Like at work, if I haven't given you my personal number yet, then we're not like friends. We're just cool at work. We're cool. Like if I never hit you up outside of work, then we're not like friends. We're just cool. I think anyone who can influence your pay, whether that be a boss or the power to report you, shouldn't be a friend. That's not really fair. I think coworkers, I can understand your boss. I can understand that argument. I don't know if I agree with the friend thing, though. I mean, the coworker. I think you can still be friends with a coworker. Who the hell is that? I'm also looking at my phone. If I'm looking at my phone a lot, the reason why I'm looking at my phone a lot is because my sister, I had to drop my sister off this morning. Right? I had to pick up my sister, what I should have said. I had to pick up my sister because my sister has, she was getting her tires done for her car. And because of that, I at some point had to pick her back up to go get her car once it's done. But I have my phone on like mute because I have the string going. Fraternity is typically banned in the workplace. Talking is fine, but I need to stay focused and not to be distracted. No, I can feel you on that. Oh, I'm in higher picture. What the fuck? I'm trying to see the quality of the video. Sorry, give me 1 second. I'm still looking at the chat. I'm just talking. I heard about this guy who laughed at a meme at work. His coworker begged him to show it to him. He said it wasn't appropriate, but they kept begging. He showed it, got reported, and demoted. Coworkers aren't your friends, in my opinion. I mean, that's a very safe way of looking at it. But the reality is, in life, you have to take those kind of risks. Not because you want to, not even because you prefer to, but that's how life is. You can't be afraid to engage with people. And you have to run the risk of getting hurt. It's the same thing with relationships. Let's be real here. We approach random men and women on the street all the time to connect with them, and that's a gamble because those fuckers might hurt you. Those people might not even be worth interacting with, but you do it because you want the connection. You can't be too careful. Calculated risks are a thing. Oh, yeah, great, exactly. Well, no, you can't be. I think you can be too careful. That's where paranoia kicks in. That's like my struggle. I struggle heavy with being paranoid because I don't trust these fuckers. And then but you do that as a form to protect yourself, and then you still run the risk of hurting yourself at the same time. It's a very weird thing. Dating coworkers is very dangerous. I would mostly advise against it. Like, I gotta really, really like her. Not just have sex with her, I gotta really, really like her to date her. Because what you're saying is you like her enough to risk your whole job. That's what you're saying. And I don't think I would say that about any coworker. I'm about to risk my whole job for him. If I risk my whole job for him, I care about that coworker way too much. Make friends at your own risk and make sure you're mentally and physically ready before approaching. The problem is people don't fucking approach interactions in life like that. People don't just be like, am I okay? Am I good? Did I do my mental check? Am I emotionally stable? Am I gonna trauma dump? No. Am I gonna be receptive to their feelings and how they want? Friendships are never that clean cut. You can't just pull out a checklist and be like, do I da 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 da? So you're not a virgin? Oh no, I'm a virgin. I'm a virgin for it. You gotta. No one does the checklist thing. It's just kind of like you engage and you hope the things work out. That's really what it is. You engage and you hope things work out. And through those engagements, you will learn whether or not you are mentally stable and whether or not you should be still interacting with people in public settings. Yeah, exactly. We gotta vet better. It's why I'm so picky about dating, trying to avoid the Amber Heard type. I mean, you're not gonna know 100%. There are tells and flags. That's why they got the red and green flags. But unfortunately, at the end of the day, you still have to be willing to take the risk. At the end of the day, are you willing to quote unquote risk it all for the sake of being happy? If you're not, that's something you need to work on. Like, let's just be real about it. You're gonna have to work on wanting to be happy. If you don't work on being happy, you won't be happy. Like, that's how it is. It's a very weird concept, but it's something that needs to be talked about and appreciated more because people don't recognize their own faults. And the problem is that we live in a society that worries more about praising individuals than disciplining them, and they're both equally important. And I recognize that the old generation did more disciplining than praising, and a lot of people have a lot of unchecked like parental issues because of it. If your dad beats you all the time, you don't know how to handle positive reinforcement. That's why actually a lot of guys go through that in general. That's why if a girl ever approaches a guy, he's usually caught off guard and completely confused. If a girl says something about how you're loved and you're cherished and you deserve to be here and this and the third, I've heard that some guys have cried when women have told them that. And they'd be like, well, why did that happen? When I'm like, you know why it happened? It happened because guys don't hear it often enough to be used to it. Women get a lot more self-affirmation because their side is the emotional side. So they're devalued in like major decisions, but in terms of like being the emotional rock, they're so fucking good at it because they have more emotional stability than we do. We're the type of dude that all we gotta lose is someone really, really close to us, and that's it. It only takes one person to shatter us. Women will cry over every little thing, but they'll get back up pretty consistently. Men can be completely destroyed by one thing. That's why a guy panics when he falls in love with a woman, because he knows that woman can literally destroy him if she wanted to. And the fear that she can do it is the scariest thing in the world. It's not even that you inherently are like think that she's going to do it. The fear is, damn it, I fell in love with her. That means I'll do anything for her. That means she can do anything to me. And that means I might lose and be in pain by the end of this. I think girls don't approach guys because that's just how society is. But also some guys are weird and think that they can use a girl who approaches them. I can understand the society part. I don't think that. I think girls aren't just like girls are out of their depth when they approach men, men are out of their depth when they get approached by girls because it doesn't happen. Unless you're someone who's like attractive or someone who generally has like an inviting personality or is used to it, you're not gonna be used to getting hit on by a girl. How many of you guys in here are like so used to getting hit on by girls? Girls just coming up to you on a consistent basis and hit on you. That just doesn't happen. What's up, Julian? We're just shooting the shit, talking, life, people, humanity, new internet, the usual. But yeah, we're just generally shooting the shit. I could try to drown myself like I did last time, but that's not smart. Although, to be fair, it's 3 o'clock. I need to figure out what I'm going to do because I haven't eaten anything major. And I wanted to go to the gym today. I need to figure that shit out. I haven't thought about any of this, bro. This morning was so weird. Between my mother coming in here at 6 something with McDonald's. And then like my sister hit me up to go drop her off for her car. And then the guy at the internet was here for like a good 2 to 3 hours. And then streaming. And then I got my clothes in the dryer. It's just like so much is going on, bro. I feel like I'm just talking in some ways. I think I've been approached in person by girls at least 3 times. Congrats, Mel. It means however you portray yourself is appealing to women, which is good. It means you're doing something right. It's always good. The best thing about being approached is that means that you look good enough to where a girl thought you were worth talking to. Which for a lot of people, especially men who need the self-confidence boost, is very fucking important. Some men absolutely need that, like, oh, you look really nice today. I think you're attractive. You want to go out? And you'll be like, bro, did she just say I was cute? No fucking way. Let's get it. The motherfuckers are just happy. I'm just happy you thought I was cute, pretty enough to approach. It's always an interesting dichotomy of like the mental stability and like the growth and what it takes to like grab your attention and be like, yeah, I think you're attractive. I think I want to come talk to you. It's just interesting. But the good news is that this generally as a test seems like the string connection at a higher bit rate has been successful. It's been like an hour and I haven't really seen any drops or any like fall throughs of a connection, which is great. I'm happy about that because that means now when I do Twitch tonight, Twitch should go pretty similarly considering the only thing that would change is that I'll be playing a game. That's it. Like, that's the only thing that's going to change. So, I'm pretty happy with the connection. But I think, although this is shorter than usual, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this because I still got to hook my router up to the new internet and see how everything connects on the faster speeds. So, although I have time, I probably need to get out of here and do some other things. But for those of you who want to see me tonight, I will be on Twitch, twitch.tv/the insane gang freak. We'll be playing more Persona 3 Reload, doing some dungeon crawling and whatnot. And then I might do something on Sunday anyway, just to make up for like a shorter stream. I mainly wanted to test the internet, but I also wanted to talk shit with you guys. But I don't want to like ramble on too long because it gets real easy to do that with me. I ramble on a lot and then I start talking about a bunch of things that eventually I'll be like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have said that on stream. But it is what it is. What it is. Oh, what's up? All right, let me stop. But no, I do appreciate you guys coming by, checking, hanging with me. I'm glad you guys had fun. I appreciate you being here. The usual stuff, the usual emotions and opinions I have. But yeah, I think that's generally going to be it. I'm going to get out of here. I will see for those of you who want to show up on the stream tonight on Persona. I will see you guys tonight. If not, I have a video in the works. It's coming. Work in ProRes. I think it's almost done actually. And then I'm going to try to upload some shorts. So look out because also if you remember, you get to see a bunch of my old VODs. But yeah, my luck is I meet someone they're married. Hey, listen, life is about a gamble. Life is about gambling and being able to take a risk and a leap of faith. Don't lose the spark that makes you do that. I'll be real. I haven't asked a girl out in public in so long, bro. Like, at all. I don't even think I know how to do it. I haven't really found a girl. That paranoia has stopped me a lot, too. Where I'm just like, fuck, bro. Do I even want to play that game? But it is what it is. Mel, you can't do that with a woman you just randomly see, though. Also, if they're married, wait until they break up. That's crazy. You know what? We're going to stop. I'm going to stop before this goes out crazy. Like I said, this has been your boy, the Insane Game Freak. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for the support. As I always say, life's a game. Play to win. And I will catch you guys later tonight for Persona 3 Reload on Twitch. So go there and see me and say hi and not bye, but bye for now. So bye. Thank you, Navy. Bye-bye.